Yeah, hi, welcome back to the Learning Hut, and today we are going to talk about the container registry. This is an Azure Kubernetes Service video series, and today we are going to talk about container registry. My name is Sushant, you are welcome on this video series. So what is a registry basically? So registry is nothing but it is an location where you can store your images and you can access those images, or you can push new image to the registry, or even you can delete. It is not required that which image are not required, you can delete those images. You can log into that registry and pull the images. So we will discuss about registry, repository, image and image tags. So first we'll start with the registry. So what is a registry? Registry is simple. So where we can store our images. So that should be on central location. Okay. So where it is available to all from the all nodes. It could be your staging environment, it could be your production environment, or it could be your development environment. Which environment you can access those registry and access those repository, and you can pull or push those images from it. So that is a registry. So there could be a public and private registry. Public registry is basically anyone can pull the image from the public registry. Or for private registry, we can provide the access, or we can use the access control to restrict the access for the registry. In registry, we can create a repositories. For the repository, we can have multiple repository in single registry. Even we can create a public or private repositories. And for the private repositories, we can restrict the access. For public repository, it is available to everyone, so anyone can log in and everyone can access, means download or pull images from your repository if you create the public. So then inside the repository, we store our images. So images are read-only copy. Whenever we change our code, we build the image, we push image to our registries. Image are represent a code or of code on runtime libraries, where a minimal runtime required to run our application contain inside our images. And images have the tags. So why we need a tag? So basically tags add an additional metadata to the image. If suppose we are going to deploy or we build one image that call a web app image, and I want to update my web app image. Web app image is already available on the same registry. So how you can update that image? So you can use a tag. Where tag, it will allow us to just tag same image with a different tag name. Single image, we can have multiple tags, and that tags will associate with that image, and the image will be reside inside the repository, and repository will create inside the registry. So this is the flow of our registry. So we can use public registry as well as a private registry. In public registry, we can use a Docker Hub. We have the cloud-based registries such as ACR, Azure Container Registry, GCR, Google Container Registry, or Amazon Elastic Container Registry we can use. Or for the private, we can use a GitLab registry, or we can use Docker Hub private registry for the private use. So let's see the basic. So basic operation for the container registry is login, search, pull and push. So these four tasks we perform every time whenever we have changes in our code. So first we have to, if suppose we want to build an image, so I need to just log into my Docker. Then I will just use my Docker file and I will build my image, and I will push that image to my repository. Let's see how the image will display. So this is my server. So I'm just logging to my Docker. This is my Docker server. If you see Docker version, it is latest version 19.0.3. Let me show you the let me show you the images which I have already pulled from the Docker Hub. So these are my images. If you see here, it is a repository name, the tag name, image ID, created and size. So the size, I have downloaded the Nginx image, that is Alpine and latest from this repository, and that is the Nginx repository. So this is a tag where it will help us to understand or identify which image it is exactly and the image ID. So you can download from using the image ID as well. So when it is created, it will show you and it will display the size of that image. Let me log into my Docker repository. Login, Docker login. So it will authenticate and it will ask because my password is already stored on the home location in config.json file. That's why it is automatically able to log in. But when you first time it will try to log in, it will ask for your credential. So you have to provide your credential, then it will log in to Docker registry. So let me search few images. So these are the basic operation we perform on the registry. Docker search BusyBox. So I'm searching the BusyBox repository and I'm getting the images with the BusyBox. If you see here, it is an official image, which is official image you can easily identify with the tag. Okay, so it is an BusyBox base image you can use for your work purpose, as well as it is an official image. So there are a lot of image BusyBox. Whenever you will use the image, so before that one, check what is the latest updated image. If that image is not updated since long time, so do not use that image, or just use the GUI to check that image is any that image is vulnerable or not. You need to check that one. So let me pull another image. I don't have the BusyBox. I will just pull the BusyBox image. Docker image pull BusyBox, and I'm providing the latest tag, so it will select the latest image and download in my Docker. So it will pull from the library, that is a BusyBox library, and it will just update my node cache. So if you see Docker image ls, so it will display my whatever the pool image I have, it is displayed here. So you can push your own image to your own repository. So I have already logged in. I search. I just took this Nginx Alpine image. So I will just rename or retag this image and I will push to my own repository. Docker image tag Nginx Alpine to my repository. Alpine. If you see the Docker image list, so it is tagged with my own name. So I can push that image to my own repository. Docker image push and provide the repository and the image name. So it will push to my repository. It is preparing, but it will push my repository image to my repository. So these are the basic operation we perform every time whenever we just build or we want to push or we want to search a specific image. So this operation we have performed on the public repository, that is a Docker Hub. And if you want to perform same operation on the private repository, then you have to provide your repository login server name and then the image name. So next session we are going to check or going to discuss about the specific in depth on the Azure container registry. We will create a container registry. We will build our own image. We will push that image to our container registry, and then we will download that image, and then we will spin up our container inside the Docker. In this section we have seen what is the container registry and what are the aspects of the container registry, how we can store our image, how we can tag our image, how we will perform a basic operation on the image. So next session we will discuss about Azure container registry. We will create a Azure container registry, we will build our own image, we will push that image to that registry. Then in Docker environment and self-hosted Kubernetes environment, we will pull that image and build our containers, and in Kubernetes environment we will build our pods. See you at next session. Thank you.